Hello students, already in the previous video we have seen the internal structure of dicot stem, and today in this video we are going to see the internal structure of monocot stem. So transverse section of monocot stem. Transverse section of monocot stem. Transverse section of monocot stem. So when you are taking the stem, which is the outermost layer, epidermis. Yes, the epidermis is the outermost layer. It is made up of single layer of parenchyma cells. Epidermis is the outermost layer. It is made up of single layer of parenchyma cells. And above the epidermis, there is a thick cuticle. Above the epidermis, there is a thick cuticle. So this epidermis, it is giving protection to the inner organs. So this is the epidermis. Epidermis, this is cuticle. So epidermis is the outermost layer, it is giving protection to the inner organs. And below the epidermis, hypodermis. This hypodermis, it is formed of sclerenchyma cells alternating with chlorenchyma cells. Sclerenchyma cells alternating with chlorenchyma cells. So hypodermis, it is formed of sclerenchyma cells alternating with chlorenchyma cells. So this is the hypodermis. Hypodermis. This hypodermis, it is formed of sclerenchyma cells plus chlorenchyma cells. We know that the sclerenchyma cell is a dead cell and is giving mechanical support to the plant body. And this chlorenchyma cell, it is involved in photosynthesis. Now this hypodermis, that is followed by the next cell called as ground tissue. So hypodermis, it is followed by ground tissue. Hypodermis, it is followed by the next called ground tissue. This is ground tissue. So here this ground tissue, it is not differentiated into cortex, endodermis, pericycle and pith. So simply we are saying it as ground tissue. In the ground tissue, there are few vascular bundles. In the ground tissue, there are few vascular bundles. The smaller vascular bundles, they are facing towards the periphery, and the large vascular bundles, it is facing towards the center. So in between that, there are the parenchyma cells, that we are saying it as ground tissue. Okay, in between there are parenchyma cells and we are saying it as ground tissue. So here, this vascular bundle, this is vascular bundle. Vascular bundle. This vascular bundle, it is lined with sclerenchyma cells. It is lined with sclerenchyma cells, and it is also said to be the bundle sheath. It is giving the appearance of a sheath and is said to be bundle sheath. And inside that, there is xylem and phloem. Xylem and so here inside the vascular bundle, there is xylem as well as phloem. So this is metaxylem, which is facing towards the periphery, and this is protoxylem, which is facing towards the center. And now here there are phloem cells. So this is phloem and this is xylem cells. Now, when we are taking the vascular bundle, it is conjoined. We know the vascular bundle is conjoined, then collateral, closed and endarched. So when you are taking this vascular bundle, it is conjoined. So conjoined means what? The xylem and the phloem. This is phloem, this is xylem. They are lying in the same radius. So collateral means this is phloem. Phloem, it is facing towards the periphery and xylem facing towards the center. Closed means there is no cambium. So in between xylem and phloem there is no cambium. So it is said to be closed. Now when you are taking the xylem, it is said to be endarched. So endarched means the metaxylem, it is facing towards the periphery and protoxylem, it is facing towards the center. Now this protoxylem, that is when you are taking the mature vascular bundle, the last protoxylem, it disintegrates and is forming a cavity. It is forming a cavity that is called protoxylem lacunae. Protoxylem lacuna. So see, now it is giving an appearance of skull. This vascular bundle, it is giving an appearance of skull. This vascular bundle, it is scattered in the ground tissue. This vascular bundle, it is scattered in the ground tissue. It is giving the appearance of a skull. And when you are taking the vascular bundle, it is conjoined, collateral, closed and endarched. The pith is absent. Okay, here the monocot stem, the pith is absent. Now let us see the monocot stem in the picture. So here you see the outermost layer is the epidermis. The outermost layer is the epidermis. It is giving protection to the inner organs. And above the epidermis there is a thick layer called cuticle, which is made of cutin. And below the epidermis there is hypodermis. So hypodermis, it is formed of sclerenchyma cells alternating with chlorenchyma cells. We know the sclerenchyma, it is the dead cell and is giving mechanical support to the plant body. And this chlorenchyma, it is involved in photosynthesis. This hypodermis, it is followed by the next part called the ground tissue. So here, there is no, it is not differentiated into cortex, endodermis, pericycle and pith. Simply we are saying it as ground tissue. And in the ground tissue, the vascular bundles are scattered here and there. The vascular bundles, they are scattered here and there. The small vascular bundles, they are facing towards the periphery, and the large vascular bundle, it is facing towards the center. So in the vascular bundle, the outer region, it is formed of sclerenchyma cells. So it is giving the appearance of a sheath, and we are saying that as the sheath bundle. And inside there is xylem. This is metaxylem and this is protoxylem. So when you are taking the vascular bundle, it is conjoined, collateral, closed and endarched. So this metaxylem, it is facing towards the periphery, and protoxylem, it is facing towards the center. So when you are taking the matured vascular bundle, the last protoxylem, it disintegrates, and here it is giving the appearance of a cavity. There forms a cavity that is called as protoxylem lacunae. And above the xylem there is phloem. So see here there is phloem. This is a vascular bundle. This is the phloem. This is xylem, metaxylem, and this is protoxylem. Now look at this vascular bundle. It is giving the appearance of a skull. And here the pith is absent. And I hope you have understood this. And for homework, you draw this diagram and you study this.